Hey guys, it's Brooke and I go by Plant Mom Unhinged. In today's video, I'm going to be putting together a new plant shelf. I'm also going to be converting more plants to LECA, and I also wanted to give you guys an update on the plants that I already put into LECA last video. I hope you guys like this video. Please continue watching and make sure you like and subscribe.
You need help?
You want me to help you?
I'll help you.
Well, okay. First things first, we're going to put together this plant shelf that I just bought from IKEA. This is the same exact one that I have right here, but I needed another one because I just bought more plants. Yeah. I'm gonna get it on.
It's exactly the same as this one?
Yeah.
Okay, remember the legs and stuff.
I know. Well, because last time I did put it together wrong, and I thought that.
And then I told you how to fix it, and you weren't trying to hear it.
I thought that IKEA misplaced the holes. My husband was right. I will give him that.
Oh my God, dude! Hold on, let me get my phone.
I'm not saying it again. You missed your chance. Oh, they are pretty heavy. You didn't see me recording? I thought I was recording. You're too high up. They can't even see your muscles. I got this from IKEA. I'll put what it's called, and I'll put the link in the description, and I'll also put what it's called in the video.
I just went out of the neighborhood.
Should know how to remember to put together. Levet. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Attention.
No, I knew it. Idiot.
You're my best friend, Brookie.
You're my best
very
friend.
cute.
Thank you.
And I love your baby pictures.
Yeah.
You deserve to wreck listening to Nickelback, you know? I'll cut you off too. Last song.
You didn't even put it together.
Well known to police.
Young and thuggin'.
No one had been arrested for killing him, but everyone knew who Y&T's crossed.
Whatever.
While some of the rival
You
gang
are so
violence could be
smart.
chalked up to disputes over control of black box and drug trafficking. 3 shots, the Black Mob, the Irv Boys, the Treachery Crips, but instead ended up hitting Nizel George, a 5-year-old boy who was sleeping on a couch in his home, aka Booney. Was arrested with 257 pills. Yeah, 2 different cars of High's members headed out.
You don't
Will you help me, dude?
Surveillance cameras in the
What's what?
store.
I can't get this freaking bottom straight.
5 months later, on September 9th, 2021, Jalen Salter was shot and killed at a local barber shop.
This one's way easier. Please. Please.
Anywhere be the difference between life and life.
My dad.
Become a war zone. Call the Confederation
Call Dad.
clubs to the parking lot and seize the lot full of rival bikers.
To kind of keep their eyes out. Something's
Snitch to the Waco police.
all coming off the patio. All hell breaks loose. Comes around behind me. Guys going off that patio. They were bum rushing me.
By the time it's over, 177 people
Everything from dislocations to reaction by law enforcement.
The shootout goes down as the worst massacre in biker history. The Bandidos are founded in 1966, aka Mother.
I got more plants coming. Okay, so now that we're done with that shelf, I did have to change my shirt. When I was dumping out the LECA, that's good. When I was dumping out the LECA, I accidentally spilled it all over myself. Luckily, I didn't lose any LECA. I picked up the little things off the ground, and it was fine. But let's start off with an update. So I know that I put 3 into LECA. I tried to put my Calathea rattlesnake into LECA. I couldn't get all the soil off. but surprisingly she's doing okay. So let's actually, they're all doing well. I have to admit, they're all doing well. But I'm actually most surprised about how well my calathea is doing after I repotted it. I mean, oh, she's fine. Just ignore that. But I'm actually very surprised with how well she is doing after that crucial repot. I probably shouldn't have been as rough as I was with her. I tried to get as much of the soil off as I could because I wanted her in LECA. She probably needs watered right now. That's honestly probably why that leaf was so furled up or crinkly. But she's surprisingly doing really well. I'm actually very surprised. I went at it at the soil, trying to get off all the soil to put her in LECA, and it just was not happening. So I did make the decision to put her back into soil, and she's doing great. She's doing really well. She's a little curled up right now, probably because she needs water. She feels pretty light. I would definitely do that after this video, but I think she's doing pretty good. So that's the first plant I put into LECA. Let me put her back in her spot. And so the second plant that we were working with was this Alocasia black stem. I'm actually going to be moving her into a bigger container. You see there's much more room to grow in here. I don't know if you guys remember last time I was worried about this being too small because she has so many roots, and just looking at the roots right now that are in this, it looks like there's even more that have already grown, and I just want it to have plenty of room to grow, and I don't want to have to do this again. Okay, so that is why I got the bigger jar, and we're just going to be moving her, upgrading her into a new spot. This is the newest leaf. I remember showing you guys the leaf that was coming out. Look at her go. So this is the newest leaf. She did lose a leaf. A leaf did start to yellow about like 3 days after I moved her into this container and took all the soil off and stuff. But I don't know if that was my fault. I don't know if that was, the alocasia thing that they do by when they push out a new leaf, they lose a leaf. So I don't know if that was me or if that was just the alocasia thing. So, but she's doing really well. I'm starting to think that the leaves are supposed to be kind of flat, or maybe even like this. This one looks really crinkled up, which I don't mind it, I guess, and as long as it's not curled up like the one I'm about to show you. But this looks good to me. I'm very excited. I'm very proud. So the next one is my Calathea Fusion White, or White Fusion. She's doing great. I think what I am going to have to do though with my Calatheas, see the brown edges? I think I am going to have to start using like unchlorinated water. I heard that is a lot of what to do with the brown edging and like the crispiness and stuff, and like they just don't like crispy water. So I probably will have to do that, or I might, to make it easier on myself, I might just go ahead and purchase those dechlorination drops. I'll link the girl and the drops in the description who showed me them. Well, she didn't show me them personally. She just had them in her video, and I will link her to where I got them from, but I forget her plant name. But yeah, she's doing great, surprisingly really well. She's sitting in my bathroom right now. That's why she's facing this way. And she's kind of about, I'd say about 6 feet away from the window, in a west facing window that gets the sunset every night. So I mean, I think she's getting plenty of light, but I like that she's facing all one way. I do like that because she's kind of sitting up against a wall, so it's like this, and so she's fine. I like when she faces this way, and that way I can see the beautifulness of the leaves. I mean, like, because you can tell she's got a lot of new growth coming. Like, this is new growth, that is new growth. There's also a new little baby growth right there. Hopefully I'm getting that. Yep, I am. There she is right there. But she's doing just really surprisingly well. I haven't actually seen any new growth on my Calathea rattlesnake. That does worry me just a tad, but I don't know if they're slow growers or not, so let's just hope for the best. I'll move all these in a second. But here is my Regal Shield. She's actually facing this way because that's the way the sun is, and I haven't been doing as good of a job as I said I was going to do about rotating her. But she's also got a new leaf pushing out. This is I did rewatch the last video, and you cannot see this leaf coming out, but this is what it is now. This is what she's doing now. So she doesn't seem unbothered at all. When you look at her roots though, you can't, I mean, really right there is the only spot that you can see roots. She didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning, so I'm just hoping that she just fills this whole thing out, and then I will upsize her probably to a bigger jar like this. But I think she's doing really well. I mean, I don't know if it's just this Alocasia in general, but the leaves don't feel, well, that is one of the newest leaves, but the leaves just don't feel very crisp, don't feel very hard. It might be because she's still like acclimating to the LECA, but I mean, she's doing great. She's just pretty. Brand new leaf popped out. That's why you can see that this leaf is like breaking its neck to try to get to the sun. I'm definitely gonna have to rotate her. But yeah, she's doing great. So I actually, oh yeah, I forgot that I added this one in there. These are those little corms. They are doing really well too. I think that those are all new roots. I don't remember them being there. And they have a new leaf coming in. They actually all three have a new leaf that is coming in. I'm gonna try to tip the cup without dumping everything out. But you can see there's 1, 2, 3 new leaves out of all 3 corms coming. That one is just the biggest. It's the one that's pushing out the most. And they're doing great. I'm very excited about this one. I hope it gets as cute as my other one. My other one in a wine glass is actually pushing out a new leaf as well. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited for these little things. So yeah, those are my updates. Let me move all of these. Okay, so for now, the plants that I want to be moving into LECA are, I want to put the black stem into a bigger jar. I know that. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to put my Alocasia Red Secret into a jar. My other ones have just done so well. I've had this one for about, I'd say 2 weeks, and I think it's okay to go ahead and put her in some LECA. I do not like this peat moss stuff. It is not for me. I don't know if you guys can tell. Not it. I do not like that crap. So I want to be putting her into a jar of LECA. I will probably put her into this, or depending on the root size. Hopefully, I'm hoping. This one looks like, if you can see the roots coming out of the bottom, you can see that there's a lot of roots. I might put her in a big jar. But for that one, I don't know what the roots look like. You can't see any at the bottom. Yeah, you can't see any at the bottom. And so I think she's gonna be fine in this glass. I just bought this from the dollar store. I do clean it out. It's a little dusty. But, so yeah. And I want to put this one into some LECA, mainly because I want to take out this corm. I want this corm for myself. I want to see how many corms are in here. And also back to, oh, this leaf is hardening off. This is the most beautiful leaf. It's the newest leaf. I am very proud of this one. No matter how ugly these leaves are, this is what I'm most proud of. This is what I live for, is this right here. She's so freaking cute. But just back to like the story time, I did email Canopy Plant Co. about my anthurium, because, oh, I have to show you my anthurium. Hold on. Okay, I got her. So anyways, back to this plant. I'll talk about my anthurium as well. But so this, I emailed them about both of my plants because they give you 7 days to email them about if your plant's dying in order to get a refund. Not necessarily like a refund, but it's like a store credit. They would not give me, because I mean, they're right. It's not dying. It's not dying. It's just an eyesore. They just kept telling me your Alocasia's fine. Your Alocasia's fine. And I should have so I went to Reddit after I had this ordeal with them, and I went to Reddit and I read some of the reviews from Reddit, and I should have done that in the first place, because a lot of people, there was a lot of good reviews for Hoyas, okay? So there was a lot of good reviews for Hoyas. A lot of people had a lot of success ordering Hoyas from Canopy Plant Co. But I read that somebody had the same exact problem. I'll probably put, this is the better side, I'll probably put in a snippet right here of what somebody said. They had the exact same problem as I did with these crunched up leaves. And then they said, and then a lot of the reviews said too, like if they send you a bad plant, they don't even try to reimburse you. They have the hardest time of reimbursing. So maybe I will give them a bad review. I don't want to be petty. I want to see, because I did get a 29, because this plant was $30. This plant was $30, and I did get a credit for this plant because I don't know if it's because of my environment. I don't know if it's because it's actually dying. I did maybe not on video, but I want to see what is going on with the roots down here, because this looks possibly like a case of root rot. And so I want to see what's going on down there. So I did send them a picture of this leaf, and they did give me a credit for my VGI. I know that it's savable. I know that it'll be okay, but now I'm just going to have to wait even longer for big, long, beautiful leaves. Which that's okay. I mean, it's fine. I'll probably end up putting this one in pon. I've never worked with pon, but I know that You Don't Even Grow here and on Planned Parenthood use pon a lot with their anthuriums. I think that Planned Parenthood is going back to soil or tree fern fiber or something, but they do really well in an aeroid mix. They don't like to be like an airy mix, so they don't like to be in a lot of water. So I'm just hoping that it is just a little bit of small case of root rot. I think pretty positive that this is the newest leaf. I don't know exactly what's going on here and why it's so ripped up. I'm being so honest, I haven't even touched it. But yeah, they did give me a $30 credit for this plant. They would not give me a credit for my Alocasia. No roots at the bottom. Yeah, it might be in too big of a pot. They might have just put it in a 6-inch pot so they could upsell it. But so I did get a $30 credit for this one. They didn't have this in stock when I went to go use my $30 credit, which I tried to email them and ask them, hey, you know, how can I be reassured that I would get a good plant if I rebought the same plant? They never emailed me back after that. But so I went ahead and trusted the reviews from Reddit, and I saw where people said that Hoyas were good, so I bought 2 Hoyas from there with that $30 credit, which was cool. I pretty much got 2 free Hoyas and this plant, so I can't complain too much, but still I might have to wait even longer for my long leaves. But yeah, so for this part, I want to put this plant into LECA, and if I have enough LECA left over from all my Alocasias, because I do have to use more LECA to put my black stem in. If I do have some left over, I do want to put my peace lily into LECA. I don't know if you can see her back there. I'm having a tough time with her. She used to be so full and bushy, and now she's just not. I probably am going to use that gray pot that I showed you guys last time when I moved my plants to LECA, but yeah, I'm not having a good time with my peace lily. We're not having a good relationship right now. I just don't know. I think it might be because I'm letting her dry out too much. I'm scared to overwater her, but I don't know. She's gonna have to deal with it. But I did want to get this part on video because corms. I wanted to get the unpotting because of corms. So let's just get right into that. My red secret. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of corms in there. Oh, she does have a good amount of roots. Look at her. Not enough for, maybe enough for a big jar, but not enough for that giant cup. Well, actually, I think the cup is smaller. She'll probably go in the cup. So yeah, I just like to do this to get a good, see, look, this is peat moss, or maybe even just straight cocoa core. Yeah, that's not even a corm. Sometimes I wonder, do hybrids even, is this a hybrid? And do hybrids even have corms? I don't know, but let's just see. I might fast forward on this part too, because I know you guys probably don't want to watch me take all this soil off. It's actually coming off pretty easy. She was not really just recently watered. It actually has been a little bit since I've watered her. Please, I hope there's not a brick in one of them plugs in here. I did get this from Frond. I know I mentioned that again, but if you're new here, I did get this from Frond. I was so surprised. I was very, very surprised with her and finding that. I didn't even know that this thing existed until now. And you guys can see how beautiful the leaves are still. Ah, oh, she's just so pretty. That's why I got her. I don't think I'm gonna find any corms in here. I don't know. Some Alocasias are just like corm city. I know that I am so excited to take apart my... You know what that is? Do you know what that sigh is? You should know. We'll unpack it in a minute. Oh yeah, but some alocasias are Corm City. And then some, like my Regal Shield, had none. Black Stem had none. I'm hoping that, because I still have the Alocasia Friday, the variegated one, and it just made a mess. But it's doing really well. I still have it in soil. I want to wait for it to get, I probably will repot it into new soil, but I want to wait for it to get just a little bit bigger and possibly have a chance to offshoot more corms in soil. I don't really like when the corms are growing in LECA because they kind of get all squished up, which I know that doesn't really matter. There's still good corms, but I just don't like them being squished, because what if I don't catch it and it tries to grow in there and then it gets ruined? But it just popped out its newest leaf and it is beautiful. It's not as variegated I would have liked, but there's still room for growth. Like, it is still pretty variegated and has all the little spots that I just love. But I like the ones that are like half moons, or they're like half white and half their color. Hopefully I'm not breaking off too many roots. That's why I don't like this peat moss crap. But that is a little plug in there. I'm just so depressed about that. Oh, that's a big plug. You see that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. Should not have done that. Ripped it that hard. But it is about to rain here in Ohio. I don't know if you guys can tell. I tried to do this video in daylight because all my other videos at nighttime, I don't mind doing them at nighttime, but I just think the daytime is prettier and it has better lighting, and like it's not showing all my imperfections on my face. So the nighttime videos, I feel like, well, actually might be pretty bad right now too. I have a freaking huge zit on my upper lip. It hurts so bad. I'm kind of embarrassed of it, but I had to film. Just had to film. I love filming these. I haven't found a single corm yet, and usually you can feel them or hear them drop into the bowl, but I don't think there's any here. I'm actually very impressed with these roots. This is actually very impressive. I think I still am gonna use the cup. There's only like 3. I might just use the jar. I might use a big old jar. I'll put them side by side and see what's bigger, because I'm just, yeah. Trying to get as much soil off as I can so that what I just did. Trying not to rip the ones around this plug, but these plugs are so annoying. I might have to get all of the soil off with the water hose first, and then, yeah, I can't believe how dark it's getting. It is really about to storm. Oh my gosh. Oh. Is this the best day of my life? This is the best day of my life. I knew it would come through. I don't know if you guys can hear that wind. My ferns and my flowers on the porch are going crazy. Oh my gosh, but looky there. Yes. Well, now I need to make more labels, and I need more. Oh, I did just buy a bunch of containers for this reason. For this reason, I just bought a bunch of cups, because cups are the easiest thing and they're the cheapest things to put all your corms in. Can you guys believe I just found a freaking corm? And the corms are probably not coming through because of this freaking plug. Gosh, now what am I gonna do about washing off my plants? Oh God. I think some roots coming off is okay. Plants are just a little bit hardy. They are hardy. All I know is that I'm not putting this plug into soil whatsoever. I mean, LECA whatsoever. I don't care. I'll go out there in the pouring rain and wash off my plants. Anything for them. Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do though, is wash off the rest. I don't feel any more corms. I don't think there is any more. That one was just literally sticking up right there. And if I wash it off, I'll probably be able to see it even if it hits the ground because, yeah. Let's see that plug. There it is. I could probably turn the bedroom light on. Because it feels like I'm filming in the dark. Like without any lights at all, except for my flash on my phone. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do is just try to wash that. Oh, another little baby one. I don't know if that one's gonna amount to anything, but like I said, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get her there. Look how little. Hold on. Yeah, look how little. We'll try. We'll try her out. Any more? I don't feel any more. Nope, I'm not messing with that. That probably is like the true base of the plant. Yeah, that's all we're gonna get off of that. Yeah, I think that's the actual plant's corm. Oh, there's a lot of roots. I probably should quit messing with it, but I can't help it. Okay, that really is all I'm doing after this. I thought that was thunder. I think it's just a motorcycle. Okay, so those are actually some really good freaking roots. You would not have been able to tell in there. Yeah, see, I don't think that this one would do good in this cup. Look how many. Okay, yeah, jar. Jar it is. I can use that cup for something else. Maybe my fried egg one day. I mean, because it's got a lot of roots right now, too. I might just go ahead and do it. I might just freaking do it, like I said. Let me sit this girl up. And I'm going to turn the lights on and clean off this desk before my next one. Rain, please hold on. Rain, rain, go away. Okay. So, I know. I feel like I can just feel them. I can feel the corms in this plant. Let's get her done. What? This is probably why she's all crinkled up, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the soil isn't bad. I will give them that. Oh, maybe a case of root rot. Oh my gosh. Might have been all roots that I was feeling. Let's just, why is this fuzz at the bottom? Who freaking knows what's going on here? I'm excited about this little guy. I have a whole new plant. So let's just work it out. Oop. I am a little nervous. Some of those roots were mushy. Like that. That is a mushy root. These look healthy for the most part. Hopefully the water will... Like that? That was a mushy root. Hopefully the water will do most of the work on getting those mushy roots off. I'll probably have to... Oh, that's mushy too. This is depressing. I'll probably for this one have to give it a hydrogen peroxide soak because look at that root. That is literally just peeling off. That is not me. Well, I mean, that was me ripping that off, but it's... I don't know. Maybe I need to start taking blame for some of these things, but I just don't think it's me, dude. Oh, I just got it all over me. It's coming apart pretty well, though. And one of the stipulations was that you couldn't repot it within 7. So for the stipulations for the return that I'm talking about is the return process for these plants. One of the stipulations was that you couldn't repot your plant within the first like 7 days of getting it, which depending on the plant, depending on which kind of plant it is and how bad the soil is that it's in when I buy it, I won't repot it for 7 days. Like I've had that bird, I don't know if you guys can see my bird of paradise back there. I've had her for a year, and she's lived in that pot the whole time, never repotted her, never even, I need to, I've actually been thinking about it. I need to see what the roots are looking like, not because anything's wrong with her, but just because it's a big plant and it might need repotted, and I want it to keep growing big and strong. But I usually try not to touch them too much. Like with this one, oh my gosh, look at those freaking nudes. They're just going and going and going. I'm trying to get them all untangled nicely. That one just broke off too. Gosh, Brooke. Yeah, I will probably definitely be giving her a hydrogen peroxide soak just to cure any of this root rot that she's got going on. Okay, so I'm trying to get these roots off nicely. Sometimes roots are just so crazy. But oh yeah, back to my bird of paradise. I try not to repot them unless I really hate the soil or really hate or really am worried about what's going on below. Which I haven't bought a lot of rescue plants, so there's really not a lot. And most of the time I do hate the soil, because a lot of my plants did come from big box stores, and they always 9 times out of 10 put all of their plants in peat moss and cocoa coir, or just straight cocoa coir. I don't mind cocoa coir if it has the additives or the amendments. That's what it is. I don't mind the cocoa coir when it has the amendments, but the peat moss is just too stinking sticky. This is like a maze, like a maze that you draw on and figure out, because these roots are so intertwined. And this is another reason why, you know, I might regret my decision. I might be regretting my decision. It doesn't look like it's raining yet. Thank the Lord. You guys like my shirt? I got it from He Would Love First. Get out of there. Sometimes if you just give it a good little squish, usually, I do have a skewer stick right here. Let me just start knocking away some of this dirt softly. I'm trying to keep it as in view as possible, but I just keep forgetting. It's perlite. I did buy some more perlite, more, what the heck is that? More perlite. It's actually pumice. I did buy pumice, bought more LECA finally, and some orchid bark off of Amazon. I'll have to show you guys when I come back in. This is my first time using pumice. Usually I just use the perlite that's from like Walmart, which it's got me through, but I like a chunkier mix. I don't like to put so many handfuls of perlite because it just floats right to the top, and I hate that when I'm watering my plant and have to like mess with the soil on the top so that the perlite doesn't fall right out. Okay. She might have to go in a bigger jar too. What am I gonna do? My husband's gonna be ticked. I can just buy 2 more. I don't think he'll care. That's just what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to start getting them off of there, because I can't be here all day. I got more stuff to do. I gotta cook dinner and crap. Can't be doing all this. Here she goes. She's definitely gonna need a bigger jar. Oh, she's gonna be so upset. They're only $4. I got it from the dollar store. Literally $4. And I'm doing it today. I'm not gonna half butt it and get the jar another time. I already got the LECA. I already got the plant out. I'm not messing around again. don't know what's going on. I might just go ahead and take this one out. Oh no, I want the corms. That's the whole point of me doing this the way that I am, is so that I don't lose any opportunities to get any corms. Because I want more plants. I don't care if they're all the same plant. I want more plants, and I like to have more plants because I can gift more plants and make people be plant people with me. Because like again, I said, I don't have any plant friends. My friend Johanna, she is starting to get into plants. Love that, but all she has right now is a snake plant, and honestly, that heifer almost killed it. She told me that she watered it once a week. I'm like, Johanna, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. You are gonna kill that little thing. So I told her to start watering it once every like 3 weeks, even like once a month. But she's starting to get into plants. My mom does like plants. She's not really an indoor planty person like I am. She loves her flowers, but okay, it's starting to come along. But she loves like the outdoor flowers and ferns and all that kind of crap. I did just buy her a lavender for Mother's Day. I am so excited because I actually wanted it, but I gave it to her. So I might just do this one right on the driveway so I can see if any corms come out. Yeah, my husband, he's gonna be stinking ticked. I'm so grateful that he helped me with that shelf though. He's gonna be ticked because I just keep spending money. Keep spending money on all this plant stuff. He's very good about not telling me no. Like, he is very good in that sense. And I mean, it's a good thing and it's also probably a bad thing, but he just lets me get whatever I want. So, and I love that. He's a yes man. He's very good to me. And I'm very happy he helped me put that shelf together. Oh, and he watches all my plant videos with me. I'll make them and edit them and do all my stuff, and he'll watch them with me if they're not really long. Like, this one will probably be long too because of this process right here, but he will watch them with me most of the time if they're a little bit shorter. I mean, it's looking like we might not even get any corms because they would usually be at the top, and I've got most of that soil off. I mean, please don't rain. I'm almost through. I probably will just go wash it off. This is just so extra. Keep thinking that's thunder, but it's cars going by. I mean, because that's technically a corm right there, but I'm not messing with it. Right there. It's poking out. I'm not messing with it. It's too small anyway. For me. It's too small for me. Ugh. I don't like that sound. That's how you know everything ribbon. But look at those freaking roots. Can't believe it. It's gonna have to go in a giant thing too. It's fine. Whatever makes him happy. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and do this any longer. I'm gonna go wash them off, and we're gonna continue this video after I wash it off and go get some new jars. That is a rotted one. I'm back from a store, and from washing off the roots of my plants. This is what we're working with. I think this guy has more roots than the black stem. I got bigger jars, and I knew I should have got the bigger one. I think he'll grow just fine in here, in this LECA. So this is what, yeah, he'll be fine, I think. That's what we're working with for him, right there. I'm just gonna sit them in the jar so that I'm gonna put them in. This is what we're working with the Capria. Alocasia Capria Red Secret. This is what I didn't think would work out. I don't. So I bought a smaller version of the same jar for this one, just like this. That one is perfect, really. And then I have my other jar. We'll probably start with that one. My other jar, my other big jar for my black stem. So, oh, and this is what the corm came out of, the dragon scale. Still got dirt on there. I'm a little bit underwhelmed with these roots. I might have went a little too hard with the water, but I'm probably just gonna put him in perlite so he has more, or probably just a smaller jar. This is way too big. Yeah, way too big. I have smaller jars that I can put him in, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, honey. Yeah, but you can come in.
I got a question.
What?
So for these, it doesn't say to heat the oil up first. I still feel like I should heat the oil first.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I would, just a tiny bit, like for like 30, 40 seconds.
Okay.
Heat it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry to bother you.
You're not bothering me. So, you need to know how to cook that. But, we're gonna be doing this one first. I want to get him out of here. I want him to have plenty of room. So let's get it done. See, that is what I was worried about with these jars. Ooh! With these jars that have lips. Oh, there's a hair in there. I mean, those do too, but I feel like since that one's a wider mouth, it would be okay. And he didn't have any corms either. I was really sad when I took this one out and it didn't have no corms. I'm really trying not to make a mess here, but I don't want to rip too hard because then I feel like I'll break the roots. And I'm not going to test it. That probably looks really wrong. Here we go. Darn it. Okay. I lost one inside my desk, but it's okay. You're technically not supposed to take off the LECA that's sticking, but I don't think any of that's sticking. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Nothing's mushy. I did a pretty good job getting the dirt off. I'm gonna take that off. Bam. Yay. Perfect. Now, let's sit him down. Put some LECA in the bottom. This is exciting. I'm so glad that I did this because I was not. That's one thing about the freaking LECA is it gets everywhere. It's all over there and I don't feel like getting it. I think I do have plenty of LECA for my pea silly. Maybe not now that these jars are so big. But I think that's enough for the bottom. Let's put him right in there. Perfect. Perfect as a baby. Perfect for the boy. Girl, I don't know. I think I say both. That's what I might do. I might fill up this cup. Just dump that right on my desk. Oh, I was supposed to change my shirt, but because I got it wet outside. So smart, Brooke. You are so smart. He's going in pretty nicely. How perfect. This cup, genius. I knew I needed it for something. Shimmy. Perfect size. this is the finished product. That was quicker than I expected. He's got some roots showing right there. This one over here, he's got plenty of room to grow, plenty of room to get everywhere he needs to. Perfect. Hold on. Because these ones are big. I'm gonna go get my watering pot. I kind of want to hurry because my honey wants to hang out with me. Okay, let me fill her up. What? I'll probably have to leave again to fill this up, but this turned out so freaking good. Okay, number 1, down. Please, let me have enough LECA, because I can switch my peace lily another day. Please, please, please. So, I'm gonna do this big one first, because I get nervous. Perfect. I might not give him as much room at the bottom because he's already got so many roots. Right now I'm just shoving him in there. But that might be good for me because I don't want to use too much LECA. What? I can't hear him. I want to be centered. I really think I'm gonna have this enough. I caught it. I caught it with my legs. Okay. Oh, timber. Might have to do this part by hand. I'm gonna go down just a little bit further. Perfect, because I just don't think he has enough support. I might have just enough LECA. He's already so tilty. I want him to grow straight up. I think that's perfect. Ha ha! Got him. Got him right in there. Now let's water it. I want you guys to see this. I like watching the water go in. It's fun. Oh, look at those roots. Yeah, I think he's gonna grow just fine in here. I did forget to soak him in hydrogen peroxide, but I think he'll be fine. Can you guys see it? I probably will need to fill up for my next one. I don't know if the water is supposed to be touching the roots. I think it's fine. But, there is him, plant number 2. I think I do have just enough for this last plant. And I'm putting the corm in perlite. I'm putting the leafed corm in perlite. I found 4 corms. I don't remember if I told you guys that. But I am putting those corms like this into fluval stratum. But next is my capria. Oh, it's the frying pan. I was like, is it really raining that hard and I can't even see it? Okay. Couldn't get the stickers off the bottom. Oh well. It's fine. So, perfect. Well, let's get her in there. He probably thinks I'm ignoring him, but the reality of it is I can't hear him. This isn't enough, but I do have an idea. Since I am moving my Peace Lily to LECA, I have another little cutting for my Peace Lily already in LECA. I'm just going to rinse off that LECA, use it for this, and I can put my Peace Lily in water later because I do need to soak more LECA. Again, I will be right back. I think this will be the last time. Okay. I still don't know if this is enough, so I'm not gonna say I'm back. Well, I am back, but oh, I think this is gonna be plenty. Hiya. Perfect. Perfect. Just perfect, just beautiful, just lovely. I probably have these little ones for this guy. Or more support. Every piece counts. Okay. Oh, perfect. Everything's great. Today's the best day ever. Okay, so, haha, here she is in her little tiny jar. Now, she definitely has room to grow. She is perfect. Okay, now let's watch the water. Bam. Hiya. So, I did take this one from my Peace Lily. I did take the rest of that LECA, and I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good. So yeah, let's see the final products. And again, I'm putting that little corm in perlite. I probably won't get that on video just because it's not that interesting doing the same thing I'm doing here with its mother plant. Here it is. Here are my babies in their LECA. This is the best day ever. So, let me know if you guys liked today's video. I will be posting more content soon. I plan on having a houseplant tour. And also, I did order more plants for that shelf that I just put up today. So, I will be posting another unboxing video. I'm so excited to show you guys. I don't know when they're going to be here, but so I'm going to be sharing it. So let me know if you guys like it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have the best day ever. Thanks.